Écoutez, les gars, je suis sûr que vous êtes déjà passés sur cette chaîne. Si vous reconnaissez pas le logo ou même la bannière, il suffit que je vous montre la première image et vous avez tout de suite compris qu'on va regarder aujourd'hui des vidéos qui vont vous donner des frissons. Allez, c'est parti, la joie de vivre, la joie de vivre. Donc oui, aujourd'hui on va réagir à l'une de ces vidéos qui sont vraiment dégueulasses. Il y a des trucs, c'est bizarre. Ça, qu'est-ce que c'est? Peut-on m'expliquer ce que c'est? Ça. Bon, moi aujourd'hui je vous propose qu'on réagisse à deux vidéos. À celle-ci. Ensuite, on va réagir en dernier à celle-ci. Oui, elle me donne vraiment envie, mais genre, mais ce gars est taré, littéralement. Pourquoi tu te fais piquer par des trucs comme ça, tout simplement? Bon les gars, on va tout de suite commencer avec la première vidéo. Oh, c'est quoi?
Are you ready? I'm ready.
Oh, c'est quoi?
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to take on the Bullet Ant Challenge. Are you ready? Do it. Oh, it's stuck in my arm! It's stuck in my arm! Oh, the stinger is stuck in my arm! Look at that! Oh! Okay, it's off! It's off! It's off! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Pourquoi tu fais ça? Je suis paniquée. Pourquoi tu te fais piquer? T'as pas le droit. Non mais logiquement, si tu pars du fait que tu as un homme normal qui fait des vidéos devant ton PC, qui a une chaîne YouTube qui a 60 abonnés, d'ailleurs. Tu es pas obligé de faire ça, mec. Tu peux juste rester devant ton PC et jouer à Fortnite.
Check this out. That right there is the mark where the stinger went in. It's like this permanent welt that just isn't going away. And you'll notice all of the blotchiness around the sting zone. Very, very similar to the velvet ant. Now, when I was stung by the tarantula hawk, my arm just swelled up like it was full of water, almost like a water balloon. This is different. Not as much swelling, but very, very tender. All I have to do is touch the skin around the sting zone, and it feels like a bunch of little tiny needles going in and out. And I'm having this after effect where every 10 to 15 minutes, it feels as if I'm being stung again. And then you have these waves of pain that are throbbing. It's like, whoa, whoa. There's a lot of venom in my arm right now, and we know that because I probably took, I'd say 2 to 3 times the amount of venom because the stinger actually got stuck in my arm. How crazy was that shot? Can you believe that we got that?
Definitely not an average sting.
No, if you're just stung by a bullet ant out there walking, one just whap tags you, and then you do everything you can to get it off. You're not getting as much venom as would go in if the stinger was actually stuck. So it's definitely fair to say that I've taken more venom than the average sting would yield, but that's good because it's giving us the full opportunity to see the effects of this venom on my system. Now, I know a lot of you at this point are thinking, okay, Coyote, we're so glad that you're okay. I know everybody's worried every time I take one of these stings, and as we always show you, we have an epinephrine pen with us just in case I go into anaphylactic shock. Now, the other thing that we often have that we haven't shared with you guys before is this. That's a satellite phone. All you need to do is press a single button on this and a life flight helicopter will come pick us up anywhere in the world. So don't worry, if anything tragic happens, we're gonna get me out of danger as quickly as possible. And admire all sorts of bizarre creatures. In Harpswell, Maine, we came across one animal that we have been hoping to feature on Beyond the Tide since the series launched. But before we get to that alien-looking water beast, let's take a look at something that is going to make your skin crawl. Here, come over here, look at this. Let me check this grass, this might be better. Point your camera down right here. This is the exact same sort of seaweed, dried up seaweed substrate. Oh, I see, look at that. I just stepped on them and they're everywhere. Watch, ready? Yep. 1, 2. Oh my gosh! What? Look at that!
Wow.
What? Put my hand in there?
Yeah.
All right. All right, here, let me peel back some more. Okay.
Mais il a pas peur.
What's that like? That feels really weird. But they're not biting me. They're just jumping on me. Here, let me peel back this a little bit more. Look at that.
There are like millions of them.
Oh gosh, that's crazy. The midst of an animal we had always hoped to get up close for the cameras.
C'est quoi, c'est quoi, c'est quoi, c'est quoi? On veut tous savoir ce que c'est. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, c'est une tortue?
Oh no, it's a horseshoe crab!
What?
Look at this!
Is it alive?
Oh, it is alive! Look at that!
Yes!
Wow, I thought that was a turtle! Oh my gosh, I just saw the lump. I thought it was a carapace. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna gently lift it up out of the grasses here. Let's see. Oh, it's strong! Look at that! Wow! Look at its tail going. Here, back up a little bit so I'm not sitting in the water. Whoa, look at that! Oh my goodness. That
Mais c'est dégueulasse.
is a horseshoe crab. What a bizarre looking creature. Now, I may be thinking, Coyote, is that thing going to pinch and bite you like crazy? No, they actually just have a little tiny mouth right in the center. And they have no stinger, no fangs, no teeth. Look at that back tail there. Now, they've gotten a bad reputation because of this tail. People think that that's venomous. It actually is not. Ow, ow, ow. But the side little spikes there are definitely very, very spiny. Let me see if I can get it to just lay in the palm of my hand. Oh, that feels really, really creepy. Now, it's called a horseshoe crab, but it's not actually related to crabs at all. It's more closely related to spiders and scorpions. This is one large arthropod. Now, wait, it is pinching me a little bit. They do have these front pedipalps up front that they use to harvest food off of the basin of the ocean. Wow, I'm like so excited right now. Hold on, I gotta compose myself because I did not think we were gonna come across a horseshoe crab out here. Now, if you look straight on, where it gets the name horseshoe crab, let me hold it like that. Looks just like a horseshoe, right?
Totally.
And if you look right at the front of the face there, you see these little spots? Those are compound eyes. Actually, this animal has 9 eyes in total. The 2 right here, 5 light-sensing eyes on top of its carapace, and then on the underside, 2 simple eyes that they actually use to kind of sense their environment. And scientists think that the eyes on the underside are actually just left over from when they were in a larva stage.
So wait, those are eyes on the top of that?
Yes, and it looks like a face, doesn't it? You see that?
I always thought that was just like a helmet, like a shell protection.
Well, the top of this animal is called the carapace. Just like a lot of other arthropod species, this is a very dense, very hard exoskeleton. They don't actually have an endoskeleton, bones and cartilage like a human. But on the underside, look at that. Looks just like a scorpion or a spider.
Un scorpion ou une araignée.
Can I touch the top of it?
Yeah. Totally safe.
Is it tough?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep, exoskeleton.
It's just like a turtle shell, actually.
Yep, well, I thought it was a turtle when we first walked up. And look, you've got some sort of a barnacle growing up on top of it. It's covered in a little bit of algae and seaweed.
C'est juste ça.
Now, here's something that you may not know. It's something very cool. Let me turn it like this and just hold it in the palm of my hand. That is me holding a living fossil. The ancestors of the horseshoe crab have been on the planet for over 450 million years. And this species right here is the Atlantic horseshoe crab. There's only 4 horseshoe crab species in the world. This is the only one that can be found off the coast of the United States. And this one specifically, this design, the Atlantic horseshoe crab, has not changed in over 230 million years. That dates back to the Triassic period. So this creature was crawling around on the basin of the ocean during the time of the dinosaurs. How cool is that? Now, they do get quite a bit bigger than this, and I'm guessing this is a female. The females are about 25% larger than the males. Wow, it's almost impossible to hold on to. Look at the underside.
It does look like a stinger.
It does, and that's why people are afraid of these things. They think that they're gonna get stung. Look at this. Nope, this tail is actually just used like a
est en fait juste utilisé comme un gouvernail.
Rudder. Although it does have all these barbs, it's very intimidating, but it cannot hurt you at all. In fact, if a horseshoe crab gets flipped on its back like that, see it tries to right itself up, it actually can't. And that's a big misnomer that these arthropods are capable of flipping themselves back over. And there's actually a conservation effort that was launched in the 80s called Just Flip 'em. And the Just Flip 'em concept is that if you're walking down the beach and you see a horseshoe crab that's flipped on its back like this from like a crashing of a wave, what you're supposed to do is just gently grab the carapace
Mais c'est dégueulasse ce truc.
Right side up. Now you don't want to pick it up by its tail because you can actually injure the animal if you hold it like that. Look at that, Mark, it's coming right towards you.
Oh man. Do they ever come on land for anything, or are they purely aquatic?
Well, between June and August, they come very close to shore to breed. And the way that they do that is the female will kind of nestle down in the rocks, and a male will come in and latch himself onto the back of the female. Horseshoe crabs can breathe underwater or out of the water because a lot of the time when breeding's taking place, sometimes they're caught as the tide goes out too quickly and they can actually breathe air. Wow. I have really wanted to feature a horseshoe crab on Beyond the Tide, and it's kind of being in the right place at the right time that we came across one of these giants. Look at that thing. That's as big as my face is. Whoa, I do have to watch out for that tail though. I don't want to get stabbed in the eye by it. Well, how cool was this? Coming across one of the most bizarre creatures you can ever stumble upon in the tide pools, the horseshoe crab. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. All right, let's let her back off into the ocean. Despite its angry appearance, intimidating spiked tail, and creepy set of legs and pinchers, the horseshoe crab is one of the friendliest marine animals you can stumble upon. If you see one in the wild, simply admire it from a respectful distance. If you see one flipped on its back, have no fear when it comes to picking the animal up and gently setting it back into the water. If you thought getting face to face with the horseshoe crab was fascinating, make sure to go back and check out the time we encountered an octopus. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on our next Beyond the Tide adventure. Now, one really cool feature about the octopus is its ability to camouflage with its environment.
Waouh, les gars, cette vidéo, elle m'a mis mal. Bon les gars, je pense qu'on va s'en arrêter là pour cette petite vidéo de la Mo Caliente. On se dit à la prochaine pour de nouvelles aventures, pour de nouvelles vidéos, pour de nouvelles... T'as compris le délire? Et pour moi, ça part sur un... Salut. Au revoir.